Hello everyone, here Dr. Zahid Ansari, Professor of Computer Science and Engineering. In this video, we'll discuss why is Java important, Java features and buzzwords. Why is Java important? Java solves many problems associated with the popular C, C++ languages, which are neither portable nor platform independent. Java provides portability and security required for the internet programming on World Wide Web. It's the most commonly used programming language in the world. LinkedIn, Amazon, Facebook, eBay, and TechMagazines.net, all of them are built in Java programming language. There are more than 3 billion devices which run Java on them. It's a good precursor to learning other languages like C, C Sharp, and C++. Java is a solid core language. Web and non-web environments. It deals all the operating systems, all types of devices. You will find Java everywhere. It is a mature language. There are not many programming languages that have the ability to stay popular for more than 20 years. But Java is the one for the last 25 years. It prepares you for many open, well paying developer jobs. You will find lots of like minded, passionate programmers. Because it's been around so long, there are lots of Java practitioners. Now let's see Java's features and buzzwords. Java is simple, it's object oriented, it's secure, it's platform independent, it's robust, it's portable, architecture neutral, it's dynamic, it's interpreted, it provides high performance, it's multi-threaded, and it's distributed. We'll see these features one by one. Java is object-oriented language. Almost everything in Java is object. Java focuses on the object and methods manipulating the objects. All functions are associated with objects. Almost all the data types are objects like files, strings, etc. Object-oriented programming concepts supported by Java include object, class, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, etc. Object-oriented programming results in simplified and better code organization and reuse. Next, Java is simple. Java is designed to be easy for the professional programmers to learn and use. Java omits many rarely used, poorly understood, confusing features of C++, such as pointers. There are no pointers in Java. There is no dynamic delete in Java. There is automatic garbage collection. You don't have to delete. It has rich predefined class library, and it is similar to C and C++, and it makes an effort not to have surprising features. So it's very simple for the programmers. Java is secure. Since Java is used in networked environment, it requires more security. Code security is attained in Java through the implementation of its Java Runtime Environment JRE. Programs are confined to the JRE and cannot access other parts of the computer. Memory layout of the executable is determined during the runtime to add protection against unauthorized access to the restricted areas of the code. No explicit pointers. Java programs run inside virtual machine sandbox. Class loader loads the classes into JVM environment dynamically. It adds security by separating local file classes and those imported from the network. Bytecode verifier checks the code fragment to prohibit illegal unauthorized access to the objects. Security manager determines which resources a class can access. So all these things they make Java very secure. One of the very important feature of Java and one of the purposes for which Java was created is the platform independence. Java is platform independent. As the operating system upgrades, processor upgrades, and other changes in the core system resources, they all combine usually make a program malfunction. The goal of Java language creation was write the program once, run anywhere, anytime, forever. Java Virtual Machine provides a platform independent environment for the execution of the Java bytecode. Same application can run on all the platforms. See here, we have a Java program over here, right? In the file hello world.java. When we compile it, it produces the bytecode. So it will produce hello world.class file which contains the bytecode corresponding to this program. Now the same bytecode we can run on a machine which has Windows operating system. We can run on a machine which has Unix operating system or a machine which has a Mac OS. Okay. All these machines, they have the Java virtual machines. So the same bytecode can run on all these machines and produces the same result. So this way Java provides the platform independent. Next, Java is robust. Java restricts the programmer to find the mistakes early. It performs strict compile time checks, strong type checking. It also performs the runtime exception handling checks. It manages the memory automatically. Java uses an inner safe pointer model. It eliminates the possibility of overwriting memory and corrupting the data. So programmers feel very safe in coding. This way Java is a robust language. Java is architectural neutral and portable. Java is architecture neutral because there are no implementation dependent features. For example, the sizes of the primitive data types are always the same. Unlike C++, in Java, int data type occupies 4 bytes. Irrespective of machine is 32-bit or 64-bit architecture machine. In C++, if the machine is 32-bit, in that case, the int occupies 2 bytes. If it is 64-bit, then int occupies 4 bytes. So from machine to machine or from machine architecture to machine architecture, the size of int, it varies. But this is not the case with Java. The libraries define portable interfaces. Java is portable because you can carry the Java bytecode to any platform and run it. It doesn't require any implementation. Java is dynamic language. Java programs carry a substantial amount of runtime type information to verify and resolve accesses to objects at runtime. This makes it possible to dynamically link code in a safe manner. Class type of an object can be checked at runtime. Small fragments of bytecode may be dynamically updated on a running system. Libraries can freely add new methods and instance variables without any effect on their clients. Next, Java is interpreted and has high performance. Java enables the creation of cross-platform programs by compiling into an intermediate representation called Java bytecode. Java is called an interpreted language because it uses Java Virtual Machine (JVM) to interpret the bytecode on any system. For better efficiency, the Java bytecode can also be translated directly into native machine code using a just-in-time compiler JIT. JIT enables Java to achieve high performance. Java is faster than other interpreted programming languages because Java bytecode is closer to the native code. However, since Java is an interpreted language, it is still a little bit slower than the compiled languages such as C, C++. Java is a multi-threaded language. Java supports multi-threaded programming, which allows you to write programs that do many things simultaneously. Multiple concurrent threads of executions can run simultaneously. Java Runtime System provides mechanism for multi-threaded synchronization that enables you to construct smoothly running interactive systems. Java uses a set of synchronization primitives based on monitors and condition variable paradigms to achieve this. Finally, Java is a distributed programming language. Java is extensively used for network applications and web projects. Java is designed for the distributed environment of internet because it handles TCP/IP protocols to access a resource through its URL. Java can access objects across the net via URLs. So, a URL http page.edu.in/zahid/home.html, you can access it with the same ease as when you access a local file system. Remote method invocation RMI feature of Java simplifies the client server programming. Okay. So due to all these features, Java is a very important language, and it's very useful and very easy to learn. This finishes our session. Thank you.